Hello everybody, welcome to North American Sojourner. My name's Dave. A couple weeks ago I was posting some things on Tacoma World. Somebody asked me about my shop. I thought that was kind of funny. I don't have a shop. I built my camper, topper, whatever you want to call it, on my carport and in the driveway, and it was kind of a challenge. wasn't nothing that I couldn't overcome, but I've always had a shop. I don't now, but had a garage or something to go. So the weather prevented me from working every day, and so I thought, well, let me give it a shot. And it took, off and on, probably about 4 to 6 months, depending on, everybody's idea of completion, So, but I had it dried in, in house building terms, I had it dried in about 90 days, something like that. And that's not working every day, so. But I had the tools to do it, and I certainly had the initiative, because, I wanted to get it done and be ready for this year, so I got it done. So, but somebody asked me about my shop, and I didn't have one, so I thought, well, let me make a video and at least show you what I got. At the end of my carport, I've got a storage room, for lack of better words. So, so that's the truck and future project over here on the left side, and then got my kayak stored over there, and then a little workbench, and then of course the outdoor cooking. You gotta have a grill. I got 2 of them. It's the only way to survive working outside, right? Gotta have some barbecue. So anyhow, and then in my little storage room, it's pretty tight in here, got my compressor, storage of consumables and nuts and bolts. Got my welder in here. It's I made the cart for it. It's a Eastwood, of course. It is TIG capable. I haven't TIGged with it yet. Really not necessary, but I've got drawers in it. It's basically a Harbor Freight cabinet that I built a 1x1 metal frame around, and it works really well. I'm happy with it. Copied the idea off of somebody on the internet. I can't remember who, but it looked like a good idea. This is my second welder. I had a Miller 140 a while back, and I made a cart for it too. So, but this one seems to work out okay. I've got everything I need to do on metal fab and whatnot in there. I might as well show you right now. There's not much room in here. I can spin it around, but paperwork, first drawer, second drawers. I got some keyway stuff. Most of the metal stuff, I got all my 10 snips down there, clamps, That was a 10-cent. Yeah, clamps. Miscellaneous junk, wire brushes and whatnot. And then the bottom drawer's got cutting wheels, grinding wheels, 3M whiz wheel. I call it a whiz wheel. Right angle grinder, cutting wheel slash buffing, sanding. I'll show you that one. Bottom drawer down here. This one here. In the Navy, we called it a whiz wheel. Anyhow, my old service cart, when I worked as a service tech, I kind of converted that into the carry-all for just miscellaneous stuff, rivet gun and some extra pliers and screwdrivers and pry bars on each side. I got my snap-on screwdrivers. Some of those I have in my travel bag. These are the bead rolling dies, miscellaneous tools. These are those are handy, especially if you're working on 4-cylinder motors. Some extra wrenches. I don't use these a lot. I've got them. I got some line wrenches in there. And then the bottom drawer is all my air tools. I got everything I need. 3/8 quarter, 3/8 impact. Yeah, I don't need for too much more. Don't really use the air hammer too much anymore. So anyhow, some junk down there at the bottom. Buffer. If I need to do some woodwork, I got a circular saw, but I use a circular saw with a metal blade in it. Worked really well for cutting aluminum for the skin of the camper. I thought I was going to need, some sort of special saw, but that circular saw is like, I think when I bought it, it was $15 new at Sears. And I've had it for at least 25 years that I know of. It's been around the block, and I just put a metal blade in it. So anyhow, Harbor Freight bandsaw, jack, charcoal. Have to have charcoal. Clamps, and then over here, this is probably I use probably this one the most. These are some little brackets I made for fishing rod. Pliers, crescent hammer, stuff that I can grab quick, and then of course the top drawer. Pretty good assortment. Like I said, it's everything I need. I don't need any 1-inch or 3/4 inch stuff, so I don't have any of that. But I've got a good assortment of impacts, swivels, and metric and standard sizes. I've got a good set of bits and Torx bits, picks, all kinds of picks. About everything I need. Good set of medium length wrenches, metric and standard. These are really nice. These were popular popular a long time ago. Back in 08, 09, I think, is when these became real hot. So I picked up a set of those, and I got hose pliers, stubbies, snap ring, cut off pliers. These are really, really, really good for getting off stubborn bolts. This is almost better than the specialty bolt saver, whatever. I can't remember what they call them. You can get a set of 4 of them to get a bolt head off, or screws or whatever. But those pliers, if it's done right, those pliers will do about 17,500 pounds of torque on something. Anyhow, hammers. Got enough hammers. Some more pry bars and hose cutter, interior tools, plastic tools for doing button removals. Got a bearing separator. Bottom drawers, I think, junk. There's my saw blade over there. Up here we got inside diameter calipers or mics. This kind of specialty stuff. These are all my measurement tools. Calipers and set of screw, bolt, diameter gauges and thread pitch. Those are very valuable. You walk into a parts store with one of these, and I worked at several parts stores, you know, they look at you like, what's that? I mean, you can't go in and buy a bolt the right size unless you know what it is, and determining that is probably the #1 mission, right? So anyhow, so those are handy. Bunch of steel rules and angle finders, digital, and another miscellaneous drawer with knives and X-Acto blades and razor blades and scrapers and mini brushes, sharpeners, X-Acto blades. These are all my punches and chisels and whatever. Very nice files. Very nice to have a good set of these, including the whalebone. Yeah, the whalebone. This thing will peel off a floor pan from a rocker in a matter of minutes. You could split the pinch weld along the rocker with that. I destroyed probably 4 cars with that chisel just by itself. Some electronic junk, and then finally I got the old school Makita. The right angle is very, very important. Battery operated. It's only 12 volt. A couple of flashlights and whatnot. I've had the Makita 3/8 for well, since 2002, 2003, and they're awesome. Of course, gone through a couple of batteries, and they're not they're not the new lithium whatever, but honestly, under hood, you don't need 87 volts at you know what, it's just ridiculous, in my opinion. I mean, you bust a nut, or a bolt loose with a wrench anyhow, or a socket. Um, these do well for doing it, but I'm not, on an engine. I'm not real excited about using these. Maybe on peripheral alternator brackets, or water pumps or something like that. But I prefer to use the socket, but comes in handy. And got the drill. These are Matco. Now these are lithium, but 1/4 inch. This will do. That'll do almost anything under hood, especially all the 8 and the 10 and 12 millimeter stuff. 13, 14, 16, maybe. That's getting a little large, but it's a good tool. It's never let me down. Then of course I got the screw gun. This screw gun, I use the just Harbor Freight quick connect drill bits. Has literally drilled thousands and thousands of holes, and never gave me a problem. Then you can swap out the head for a socket or a screwdriver or whatever. But I use it for drilling and like I said, under hood work. So I've got just probably everything I need. And then I got a cart. I got a service cart that I lock up too. It's out here, and it's got a good assortment of stuff, metric and standard, sockets, wrenches, screwdrivers, blow off tool, heat gun, really invaluable. That thing's 25 years old. Set of picks, but probably everything I need to do something out in the driveway or out here. These are all my fasteners and all stainless steel, and then I got my electrical layout here. These are I use these quite a bit. Everything I use is hex pan head bolts for fasteners. So grommets. Down here I got miscellaneous bits, my electrical pliers, heat shrink, rivets, and Clecos. Used a lot of Clecos building the camper. So I got I'm set up with my grinder with the sanding wheel. Then I got a grinder that I have a cutting wheel and a grinding stone on. Half drill, electric shears for sheet metal, sander, jigsaw, and I guess the newest tool would have been the mini sanding belt sander. So that's really about it. Engine stand, and but it built it built everything on here. It's dirty right now, but it's got everything I need in it. Got the lights on. I've been getting ready to clean it out. Putting out a little bit of energy. Anyhow, so that's it. A lot of wiring. I thought there might be an easier way to do it all, but porta potty, invaluable tool when you're out and about. Nobody wants to see you crap in a lake, right? So that's it. This is my this is my shop, you know. It's not much, but it'll get the job done. I'll do a walk around of the truck here in the next couple of days, but they were asking how did you do all that, and what'd you have to do it with, and just basic hand tools, you know. I mean, I didn't it's stuff I collected over the years as a service tech and working in the automotive industry, so it's got everything I needed. Didn't have to buy much, so all right, y'all have a good day. I'm out.